We can go around the room quickly and grade Jayden. I think everybody's going to have a very grade. I'll start A++.
Yeah,
I mean, how could you not give him an A+ for the performance last night? 90% completion percentage. He throws a fat guy touchdown, rushes for another touchdown, threads the needle to Terry on the biggest play of the game. That's an A with 20 pluses behind it.
Totally agree. 21 for 23, 294 total yards, 3 total touchdowns. Any third down, any fourth down, they're going to feel comfortable just putting the ball in his hands, getting him on the perimeter. He'll usually run for the first down. He didn't have a huge yardage total running the football, but he was so effective when he ran.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz, I'm going to paraphrase him here. He basically said it in the preseason. He said he's not going to be, I'm going to say a star, in the future. He's a star now. He's just, Jayden Daniels is a star, and we've only seen a glimpse. He's only scratched the surface of what he's capable of. So A+.
He was near perfect, didn't do anything wrong. He was the difference in the game, completing 80.3% of his passes with no turnovers, which leads the league.
He was the best player on the field, on a field that included Joe Burrow, who's been to a Super Bowl, and Jamar Chase. He was the best player out there last night.
Well, and I'll tell you what, again, it has to be said, the offensive line has done a remarkable turnaround. Remarkable. They held, he had time. There was some of those plays where he's patting the ball, he's got time to make a decision there on whether to throw it or take off. We just haven't seen that kind of time, consistent time, in quite a while. So that evaluation was good. I think their evaluation, again, I don't want to be a fly in the ointment, but the evaluation of defense, I think we're terrible on all the levels. I think our D-line's terrible. I think our linebackers are mediocre, and our secondary. I like St. Juste. I thought he had reasonable coverage, but he doesn't have the sense in his hands away. By and large, we're there.
Sanders still made a couple of plays.
I like him.
Now, he got
they
beat,
got a couple
obviously.
Guys I'd maybe keep.
He obviously got beat on the first touchdown, but he made a couple plays behind the line of scrimmage.
If you blew up the whole defense and said start from scratch, I don't think we'd be much worse off.
No. And I think that's what Adam Peters is going to – that's basically what he's going to do over the next couple of years.
EB, your quote from Zach Ertz came on August 5th, early in training camp. He said, a lot of times you talk about rookies like this guy is going to be good. Jayden is good now.
Yeah, I'm going to say a star now. I'm going to say he's a star.
By the way, what did the Vegas odds makers do for the Arizona-Washington game? Because they set this total at 47.5, and they scored 71 points. What do you do?
I don't know.
That sounds like a shootout brewing in the desert.
Well, it's probably going to be high 40s. It's probably going to be 48.5, 49.5.
Might even tickle 50.
Do you know what Jayden Daniels is?
Right now, 50.5. Cardinals 4.5-point favorites.
Okay. I mean, we're already in the 50s, boys.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome.
Well,
more than a field goal favorite.
Yep.
I love us.
It's kind of no respect there.
Plus the points.
Of course you do.
Take the total, go down, go over.
Mm-hmm. That'll go down, too.
That's your favorite. Do you know what Jayden Daniels is? Dan Quinn said it on this show.
Mm-hmm.
He's a game changer.
You know what? Biggest tell ever from DQ.
He's a game changer.
Biggest tell ever from Dan Quinn. I want to play poker with that guy.
Well, Jayden Daniels was single-handedly saving his career because he was starting to look like Ron Rivera Jr.
Right.
For a game and a half.
For a game and a half.
Again, can't stress this enough. Thank you, Bears, for taking Caleb Williams and letting Jayden Daniels.
Big dummies.
Look, Jayden Daniels just fell in our lap at number 2.
Big dummies. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I know we're okay, so we've all graded. Jason graded. Everybody graded. All right, so here's a bit. This is actually kind of funny. Mo from Largo, who we love, who'll hang your TV on a tree in your backyard, in your house, whatever you want.
Yep.
Okay, get TV anywhere. He's got like a one handicap, unbelievable golfer, probably scratch, probably plus handicap, actually. He's calling, and his dad, separately, is also calling.
You know what? They both got the feels last night.
Let's see here. Let's go to Mo. Mo, what's up?
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, I'm going to lock you in. And let's go to Mo's dad. Mo's dad, Melvin.
Melvin and Mo. That sounds like a morning show.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, guys. I hate for you to say that.
Oh, I thought you was retired, man. I didn't think you got up there.
I am retired. But full disclosure, guys, he's been saying, hey, make sure you tell him you Mo's dad. I'm like, I'm not telling him that. Come on, man. But, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
How does Mo's dad sound younger than Mo?
Yeah, Mo.
What's going on?
Mo's dad's a stud.
Because I'm still working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still working.
Yeah,
Does Mo's dad play golf? Melvin,
Nah, I invested in this golf game early on, and it's a story behind that one day, guys. When I come down to your poker open, Cakes, I'm gonna play this week. I'm playing next Friday.
Come on out.
Wednesday.
He's a special guest bounty. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be
Cool.
there for sure.
Excellent.
Make sure you come up and say hello.
So
All
what
right,
do you think?
Yeah, let's go to Mo's dad first. Out of respect, let's go to Melvin.
Absolutely.
A+, right? A+, no question about it. But here's the deal, guys. What everybody's missing is everybody talking about calm. He's so calm.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But here's something else, right? Everybody's comparing him to Williams. That's not the comparison. I know everybody wants to do that. The comparison is C.J. Stroud. I tell you why. Because them boys grew up together, right? They've been competing against each other all their lives. And if you go back and listen to some of the interviews that Jayden Daniels has done when he talked about C.J. Stroud, and one in particular, I won a Heisman. He hasn't, right? The comparison is C.J. Stroud between them, right? That's what you're looking at here, and that's what everybody's missing. Don't compare him to Kellen Williams. And I said it the last time I called in. Kellen Williams was not the best quarterback in that draft. Right. And I'll say it again, right? Make no mistake about it, and it's going to play out. And I know it's only 3 games and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you watch Kellen Williams play and you watch Jayden Daniels play, it's night and day, right? It's night and day. And Jayden Daniels is not going to do anything but get better. Now, that said, let my son on the line.
Thank you, Melvin.
There you go.
Thank you, buddy.
I like the father-son bonding.
Yeah, it's good.
And
I
by
like
the way,
this.
we see where Mo's passion comes from.
Generations chiming in
It's
on
handed
the big
down
win.
to him.
Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
So before I get started, I just want to say that I was wrong because I didn't know how we were going to win this game. Based upon what I saw last week, I just didn't know how it was going to happen. I thought Jamar Chase was going to go off, and I just didn't think that we were going to be able to score enough points to keep up with them. But with that being said, it feels so good to be vindicated with the play of Jayden Daniels because I remember called in back in like February or March when I came back from Dubai, and I told y'all how I watched all of those games on the flight, and I watched all of their worst games, and it never felt like Jayden was the reason why they lost. He's a spectacular talent, and like you said, EB, he's only scratching the surface, man. And the poise and the precision and the ability to be elusive when necessary. I mean, this is it's an incredible journey, and I'm just glad to have been on the front end of this, and I'm going to get to watch this. But they looked special last night. I'm going to, and I must say, getting him under center proved to be beneficial. I like the adjustments that they made, and, moving forward, I mean, I don't know how the defense gets better, but at least it looks like we have a direction to move forward in, and that feels good.
Well, you have a star quarterback.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the biggest thing. You have a star quarterback.
Right, thanks,
They've been
Mo.
looking for that for years. Thought they had that with RG3 in 2012, and they did have it in 2012, and then it vanished. But they have a star quarterback right now. I was watching Scott Van Pelt after the game, and he had Ryan Clark on. And Ryan Clark, LSU guy, former Redskin. So he obviously seems like he would have some bias towards Jayden Daniels. But he said he was on the sideline when Jayden was 18 in a game against Oregon against Justin Herbert. And he said Justin Herbert took the lead, and Jayden Daniels showed him then his calmness and his poise and led them on a game-winning drive to upset Oregon.
It's funny.
When he was 18.
Mo's dad mentioned comparing him to C.J. Stroud, but I think you could still compare him to Caleb because they're all sort of the same era.
Same draft class.
And I was kind of thinking about it as I was coming in because, I've said all along, I actually think all these rookies are pretty good. I think Bo Nix is pretty good. I think Jayden is going to be a star. I think Caleb will be fine. These quarterbacks are just so well prepared now. They've been groomed for it. And that was the thing with Jayden. Jayden's been groomed for this, virtual reality, personal quarterback coach. We all see it with, kids start at 11, 12 years old with personal coaches. I mean, the quality of player that you're getting and that you're going to continue to get is incredible. He is the real deal.